What's going on, guys? Tonight I got a chocolate Primotalii cross. Now, I believe it is an unknown cross, but if I were to make an assumption or a guess, I believe this just reverted back to its red genetics. There it is. I'll show that. I'm not 100%. I don't even know if the grower knows for sure, or rather the creator. This is from BL Pepper Lovers, I believe. Grown by Hellfire Farms. Look at that interior. Oily as heck. Barely any pith or placenta. It smells very fruity, but very floral. I'm for some reason getting the smell of a banana when you freshly peel a banana. Just I don't know, just a very banana-like smell. That took me by surprise. I expected it to just be really floral, maybe a little bit fruity, but that's very fruity smelling, very banana-like for some reason. Let's give it a try. All right, so that was an explosion of flavors. Unbelievable. So at first, I tasted the banana flavor. Then I got this really strong citrus kick. As I was chewing, it got a little more floral, and then went straight bitter. Very strong fruity flavors with that, but it went very bitter. Excuse me. Pepper. The heat was immediate, but it wasn't really, really high. I can feel it intensifying as I go. That was such an explosion of flavors in the mouth. Just citrusy, banana, fruity, maybe even slightly earthy. Excuse me. And definitely a very, very strong floral and bitter. Definitely blended in there. As you can see from handling one of the other peppers, I rubbed my face and sweating. It's hot. And this, it's all on the roof of my mouth, all across the tongue, and it's creeping back. There's a very intense burn, but it's not, excuse me, it's not as hot as I thought it would be. a very manageable heat. Solid 6. But the strong, citrusy, fruity, banana-like flavor is still in my mouth. It is scorching hot. That's for sure. It's funny because the heat is actually starting to go down. And now that it's starting to go down, I can feel my eyes getting more watery and my nose start running more. The heat's actually just starting to go down. So it actually took a little bit to peak. Didn't get too intense. It was very aggressive. Once it started, it didn't seem like it was going to stop. But it did. It was a very, very good burn, even throughout the whole mouth. It started creeping back, but it never latched onto the throat. It never started attacking the throat like I thought it was going to. Because the citrus flavor is gone. And the fruity flavor is pretty much gone. I'm still getting a little bit of banana for some reason. This is the weirdest thing. I've had, the tropical pods that reminded me of that tropical flavor that almost seemed like banana. But this was like very strongly banana flavored. I don't think I've ever had a pepper come even close to the smell or taste of banana. As you can see, it is drawing a tear right there. But again, that's after the heat started coming down, so that was very odd. Blow my nose quick, because I do feel it run. Anybody who eats these a lot will tell you, for some reason, when you eat a really, really hot pepper and your nose starts running, it'll actually start burning your upper lip. I don't know why that is. I don't know if the capsaicin actually starts coming through. I'm also like sweating from the heat. It was over 100 degrees today, at least the heat index. It's very humid. So I've been sweating all day. So when I touched my face and burnt my face a little bit, you'd see it's not there on the other side. But that was just from scratching my face after handling peppers that were already cut. Super hot. So the heat was definitely, it started dropping and it just kind of hung there for a while. Like it slowly reached its peak and then like started coming down. It seemed like it was going to plummet, but it didn't. It dropped a little bit and then just hung there. I'd say it spiked up to definitely a really strong 6 and then dropped to about a 5. Excuse me. Pepper. Sometimes they just come up without even meaning to. Not forcing it. Just felt it drop again. Down to a 3 or 4. Got one tear. That was the only one. There's the one running down here. Definitely feel the aftermath. Maybe my tolerance is just going up because the aftermath, as it's coming down, feels like I haven't had anything this hot this year. The aftermath, because I've gotten really good aftermath so far. And this feels worse. My mouth feels so torn up right now. But the heat was like, it was very aggressive, but it was manageable. It was very manageable. Actually very enjoyable. It was so even, and it just kind of stayed in one spot. Just latched on and just sat there burning. Dropped to about, let's say a 2 now. This one's having weird like plummets. Random like plummets. So that's interesting. Yeah, and it just all dropped off. Unfortunately, the only thing I taste now is the floral, which the other flavors were so good that this is definitely worth it. It was an absolutely fantastic pod. That was Hellfire Farms. Grew that one. I believe he got the seeds from BL Pepper Lovers. Brian and Lydia. You guys are awesome. If you have not checked out BL Pepper Lovers, go check them out. They're one of the most entertaining people on YouTube, in my opinion. At least for eating peppers. And that was a cross with the chocolate Primotalii. Or it reverted back to a red Primotalii, and they thought it crossed. That is a possibility. Not 100%. Or they crossed it manually. I did not look into this beforehand. I should have looked into it, but I was just really excited. I had to try it. And I'm really, really glad I did. And I can't wait to give them the news that this pepper is absolutely fantastic. Alright guys, burn daily.